Hello YouTube. Welcome to another video of a random guy showing you the price of his random grocery shopping trips. Today is December 26, 2025. I'm gonna do something different. So instead of showing you guys, the receipts of everything I bought, I'll tell you that briefly in the beginning, but I want to show you something that actually very interesting. And I hope, if you know the answer, let me know. But I spent a total of $38 on food. So in the morning, I bought this breakfast sandwich from McDonald's. Cost about $4. I think it's a little bit more expensive than I thought it would be, but because I thought they dropped the price recently for all of their menu items. Still more expensive than 10 years ago, but I remember probably a few months ago the Mac sandwich, or what do you call it? The McDonald's egg sandwich. Just the sandwich by itself costs almost like $5. Today they only charged me for $4, so I don't know if there's a price drop or something. Anyways, so I did that, and then I was at work, and I thought we were gonna make some home cooking today, but my wife also got busy, so we ended up just buying some fast food afterwards. So we bought this Mediterranean sandwich. Cost almost $16. And then we also bought this ice cream cone, which is $3. So that's that. And then I bought a coffee from McDonald's, which there's a price miscalculation, but I paid $1 for that. And then we went to Hy-Vee because we we ran out of the milk and we ran out of fruits. So we went over there. We bought some soda, which is gonna be trash food. But wife was like, I really want to eat some oranges, so she grabbed a bag of oranges from Hy-Vee. I know this project is more, comparing the price between Hy-Vee versus different store, but I think I said in one of the previous videos that if it's really late at night, I'm just gonna go to Hy-Vee because it's really close by. So, and they open late. So that whole bag of orange probably has more than 10 oranges in there. Cost $5, which I don't know if it's really that more expensive than other stores, but and then the soda costs $5 each. But there's one more item, the milk. Okay, and that's the first time I actually noticed in Hy-Vee. So Hy-Vee has its own brand of milk. It's called Hy-Vee brand. Okay, and it's not cheap. A gallon of milk, which is probably 4 liters. And we can actually take a look. Interesting. So gallon, 2 liter. Yeah, so 1 gallon is almost 4 liters. The Hy-Vee brand, which you would think it's cheaper than some other commercial brands, it costs more than $5. 1 carton of 1 gallon of full milk, vitamin D, non-reduced fat or non-fat reduced milk, cost $5. I was shocked. I mean, it is still cheaper than buying all those organic crap. 0.5 gallon of organic milk, it's probably cost more than $6. So it's half the price or half the cost of buying organic stuff, but it's still pretty expensive, especially when you compare to another brand of milk that is sold in Hy-Vee, which is called something Smart. This is Smart. This Smart. It's called something Smart brand. That whole gallon of milk cost less than $2. I think after tax I paid a little bit more than $2, but it's like almost 1/3 of the price compared to Hy-Vee own brand of milk. So I was shocked, and then I did some my I was like standing in front of the milk shelf, and I was really nervous. And asked my wife, is like, do you actually feel safe to drink that milk? Is that really milk? And she was like, kind of like, on the fence about buying that too. But in the end, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy the cheapest kind of milk, just for the sake of this 4-week project. And after that, I can't trust that milk anymore. It just looks too cheap. But then I realized, or I remembered, if you buy a gallon of milk from Walmart or from Aldi, it's probably the same price. So I'll show you guys. I think it's called This Smart Milk brand, or That Smart Milk brand. Yeah, Smart Milk brand. That's Smart. That's the name. That's Smart Milk brand. So it turns out it's also a Hy-Vee brand. And I went to Reddit to see like what's the difference between why is this brand cheaper compared to Hy-Vee brand, and this is an answer from Reddit. That's Smart is Hy-Vee's compare brand, so it's supposed to match or beat the price of any competitor's private label brands, but it's still a Hy-Vee brand, and then in the same store they sell two different brands that belong to Hy-Vee, but one is significantly more expensive than the other one. And I just see here's this guy asks, then what's the difference between it and Hy-Vee's generic brand other than the manufacturers? And I just can't find the answer. I just can't find the answer. I live on the north side and have to drive for my chocolate milk in the Des Moines market. That's Smart Milk is just Anderson Eric milk. That's Smart Milk is just Anderson Eric's milk. Near me, they're separate things. It's true. It's probably Robert Gill Highland in your area. So it's probably a lower quality of milk from other answers here. Apparently there's like the same brand also produces bread, and it's also cheaper. There's also like that's Smart brand eggs, which is also cheaper. So I really don't understand. There gotta be a reason why one milk is significantly cheaper than the other brand. Why are there always two kinds of Hy-Vee milk? That Smart was brought in to compete with Aldi and Walmart brands. It's up to the consumer if they can tell a difference, just like anything Aldi brand and name brand. If you like Aldi brand stuff and can tell a difference, and go for it. I gotta say, like I went home, I poured myself a glass of that's Smart brand milk that I bought because it's really cheap and just for the sake of the project. I can tell a little bit the texture. The appearance seems to be a little bit more milky, or it just looks more smooth in a way than the organic milk that I bought before. But it could be just like a visual difference under the light. I don't know. But it's really weird. And I almost started to think that like sometimes they sell some like milk products not refrigerated in a plastic container. And stay on the shelf like over a year and it doesn't go spoil. I used to work in a cafeteria, and the milk, even if you like real milk, even if you store